How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Twin States News. I'm Nicole Menner. It was meeting number 115 between Mississippi State and Ole Miss as the rivals vied for the famous Golden Egg in the 91st edition of the Egg Bowl. We all remember last year's Egg Bowl where Nick Fitzgerald suffered that gruesome ankle injury and his team was served a crushing loss at home. So this year, redemption. First quarter, Fitz hands it off to Kylan Hill. He was finally back on the field this week after having an injury for a while, and that would be a state touchdown. Ole Miss really not able to stop the run in this one. Second quarter, MSU racking up a few more on the ground. Fitzgerald with an 8-yard run. They would be up 21-3 at halftime after Fitz connects with Derek Thomas in the air. State looking real good, Ole Miss not so much. This was Jordan Ta'amu's final game as a Rebel. He battled an injury leading up to the game. He didn't look like himself in this one. An interception there, and Nick Fitzgerald would turn that right into a score, you guessed it, by running it in. Fitz would finish with 117 yards on the ground, and then things getting a little chippy. Rebels down 28-3, Matt Corral taking over for Ta'amu. He finds A.J. Brown deep for the apparent 41-yard touchdown. But hey, what's a rivalry game without a little bit of a fight? And Thanksgiving for that matter. Both benches clear. Huge scrum results in unsportsmanlike conduct penalties given to every single player on both teams, even those riding the bench. 4 players ejected and the touchdown would be overturned. But once that chaos in Oxford would settle, State would throw one more up on the board, really just putting the icing on top, going on to take the Egg Bowl 35-3. And Coach Moorhead said that the fight did not take away from his team's win.
Obviously very proud of our football program, the players and coaches, challenged them on a short week to take advantage of our practice opportunities and earn the right to take the field with confidence and talk about showing our emotions without being emotional, but ultimately at the end of the day, how hard we played and how well we executed was going to determine the outcome of the game. I don't want it to devolve into that. That's not what I want it to be. I want our players to play with class. I want to play with poise. And, I was trying to get the guys off the field.
So a lot of emotions in the game and a lot of emotions for Ole Miss. It's all said and done for their season, leaving time to reflect on the legacy that the senior class has left behind. And as Coach Matt Luke said, it was a disappointing loss, but he's feeling more disappointed for that group of guys.
They've been through a lot, and I hate for them to go out this way. But I am grateful to those guys. They've been through a lot. We had several guys that came back that had opportunities to leave. They didn't. They came back and they fought. And I'm really, really grateful to those guys. So as we move forward and move out of these sanctions and we start going to recruit and our plan to build this thing and get it back on track, I think those guys, when they come back, they'll have pride in knowing that they helped keep this thing together.
And over in New Orleans, it was literally a game of who dat for the Saints because Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, and Michael Thomas without touchdowns in the Saints' 31-17 victory over the Falcons. Instead, Drew Brees threw 4 touchdown passes to 4 undrafted players. Tommy Lee Lewis, Austin Carr, Dan Arnold, and Keith Kirkwood had a total of 2 career touchdown catches heading into Thursday's game. And last night, they helped the Saints win their 10th straight. Not really sure if the Saints will ever lose again this season, and it's also probably time to hop on the Drew Brees for MVP train if you haven't already.
We tell you this, he's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. If you're supposed to be if you're at where you're supposed to be, he's gonna find you. And testament to those guys, stepping up and making big plays.
You've seen just a level of confidence and growth and maturity. I think out of some, young players, really on both sides of the ball, stepping into roles, getting significant playing time, really having to contribute in a big way. And they've just continued to get better and better, and I think there's confidence that's building with that too, and so you just feel like we're scratching the surface.
Watching Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram have those post-game interviews together too, they're just so fun. And I think it just sums up the team this year.
Right. It's a good combination. They're certainly doing a lot of things right.
Yeah.
You can't deny that, Mark.
10 in a row.
On their way to the Super Bowl.
That's pretty good.